Welcome to Mr. Belle Kitchen. First of all, I would like to thank all my subscribers, all my viewer watchers that have been watching and haven't subscribed, thinking about subscribing. Should I subscribe to Mr. Belle Kitchen? Yes, you should subscribe. Mr. Belle been taking you step by step and everything. Today, what I'll be doing, I'll be making some sauteed pork chops. Last week, I put out one of some sauteed steaks, and they came out so delicious and tender, and they were so good I say, let me try the pork chops in there. These pork chops are going to be so delicious and everything. Today, as you see, my hands is clean, and these pork chops is nice and clean. I cleaned them, looking nice and good and everything, pretty healthy. And as you see, they looking good. I'm having just like that. And my greenies today, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of seasoned salt, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And today, as you know, I'll be doing it in the Power XL to see what I can do in this Power XL. So I'm going to saute these pork chops so they be so good. I'm telling you, you're going to be licking your fingers when you get through cooking this dish right here. I'm going to take this top off just like this because I can't cook it with the top on. And I'm just going to set it to the side right here. And what I'm going to do for the time being, I'm going to set this I'm going to put it on saute first. On saute, now I'm going to set my temperature on it. I'm going to set it for 375 like that. And I'm going to hit timer. I'm going to set my minutes. I'm going to set these minutes on 55. And I'm going to press start. In the meantime, I'm going to let that heat up and everything. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix up all these seasons together so it'll be nice and easy when I put it on. First of all, I'm going to put all this nice good garlic salt in here just like that. I'm going to put this garlic powder in it, this powder in here. Garlic powder in there just like that. Put the seasoned salt in there. And I'm putting all this in this bowl because I'm just going to mix it up together and just season this up real nice. And put this black pepper in just like this. And put that to the side because you know what Mr. Belle going to do while that's cooking. So I'm going to just take all that, mix it up with my finger like this. And just get it nice and good. Mix it up so all the season be nice and good as you see. Just like that. So what I'm going to do now, my pork chops is nice and clean and everything. So I'm just going to sprinkle that on just like this. Just sprinkle that just like that. Just let it just go all over them chops. I'm telling you, when I get through these chops, they're going to be so delicious. You're going to be wanting to try some soon you get through watching this video. Because it's going to be nice and delicious. Just like that. In the meantime, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it get a little warm before I put my butter in there. Okay, it's nice and warm and everything. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put my butter in there. I'm putting 2 spoons of butter in there and let that just melt up real good. 2 spoons of butter and let that melt up like that. All over in here. So when I put them chops in there, you hear it sizzling just like that. And I'm going to let that melt just a little bit while I put all this up. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit this in just like that. Sit these chops in nice and good, like that. Let that get nice and brown. Put 3 of them in there. Good luck. Let that just saute just like that. And you know, if you haven't subscribed to Mr. Belle Kitchen, you know what you have to do. Just ding, hit that button. You're subscribed to Mr. Belle Kitchen. And we be doing some good cook up in here on these Power XL. We showing you more how to cook on the Power XL than anybody else. we putting it out there to you. So you can take this Power XL anywhere you go and cook anything. Okay, what I'm going to do now, this is my first time flipping it. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to, and it's been about 3 minutes. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to just flip it like that, let it get the back side, and flip it, let it get just a little bit of the brown on it. Take it like that. Oh yeah. Flip it, take this one, flip it, like that. What I'm going to do, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to season this back side. Just a little bit seasoned while it's in here. I'm going to just season it just like that. So it get nice and good on it. Just like that. Season it up. Yeah, that looks good. Just like that. That's going to be delicious. And I'm going to let that cook for about 3 or 4 minutes before I turn it back over and flip it again. Looking good, as you see. And now it's been another 3 minutes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just flip it over and get an idea. We're going to get an idea together and see what it's looking like. Looking good, sauteing good and everything. Put this one up and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's coming out real good. And I'm going to just let that back side cook a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm loving it. That's good. I'm going to let that cook for a while. And while this is cooking a couple more minutes, what I'm going to do for all my first time viewers, my word is, while it's cooking, wash your dishes as you go. Don't leave it for the spouse. Don't leave it for the kids. Don't leave it for your friend. Just wash them as you go. I like to wash my dishes as this is cooking so everybody be happy. They can enjoy the food knowing they don't have to wash no dishes. So I'm going to wash these dishes up while it's cooking, and thank you. Okay, it's been for 2 minutes. I'm going to flip it over. This is the last flip. I'm going to flip it. Just like that. Flip it over. Get it nice and good. So to get all that brown on there. Just like that. Okay, I still have 33 minutes on this, 32 minutes left on here. So, and I set it at 55. So just track 32 from 55. It leaves 23 minutes. So I cooked this in 23 minutes. So, and I cooked 3 pork chops in here. And this is nice and good. As you see, I'm going to shake it. Coming out nice and good. These right here are so tender and good. And I'm going to sit them right here. And just sit them in this plate. Just like that. Sit them just like this. I'm going to let them cool off for a minute before I take a slice of them, see how they taste and everything. As you see, and that came out nice and good. So I'm gonna leave it just like this and let it cool off a minute, and I will be taking the taste of it and everything, as you see. And that's sauteing the pork chops with Mr. Belle in Mr. Belle Kitchen. And if you like it, subscribe. If you like it, leave a comment in the box. And remember, if you haven't subscribed, you've been thinking about subscribing to Mr. Belle Kitchen, that's all you have to do. Ding! And you are subscribed to my kitchen. Thank you for watching, and thank all you first-time watchers.